Mic check. Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right, what's up, guys? Happy Monday. Coming off the bye week. We'll let everybody kind of file in here. So, what's going on? Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend, a fantastic Halloween holiday. I've really got to clean this hat, by the way. I did not realize there's like marks all over this hat. Some sweat marks, probably. Yeah, hope you all had a fantastic weekend and a fantastic Halloween holiday. Obviously, whatever you did, if you went out to a party or you just hung out at the house or you greeted trick-or-treaters, whatever you did, hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Had a stress-free weekend of watching football as well. I know I did. We had a really, really good time and a really eventful weekend, obviously, as you guys probably saw on social media. Got to tour Williams-Brice on Friday, which was an absolute blast. Had a phenomenal time. And, yeah, nice low-key weekend. Nice to kind of detach and get away from it a little bit, although I was all over social media on Saturday giving hell to Clemson fans, which was extremely entertaining. And it's so easy how easy it is, or it's so funny how easy it is to get under Clemson fans' skin right now. It's incredible. You would think as good as they are, you couldn't say anything to them. And it's too easy. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Jonathan Mafia, what's good? Solo, Bowen, Puff, Philip Carter-Harris, Brian Welch, what's going on? Lance, what's up, man? So, yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about, you can call in 843-790-3377 if you do want to call in. If you'd like to leave your questions, comments here as well. I will go ahead and open up the phone lines. Like I said, kind of an open forum today. Nothing to talk about really over the weekend. Podcast dropped this morning as well. As I give my midseason report card, I graded the offense, defense, special teams, coaching, the overall grade for the first half of the season. Also some MVP awards, stuff like that. Michael Castellan, what is going on? So, yeah, so really, really good show. Also, Patrick Davis, phenomenal interview with him. Just a Big Old Cock, the Gamecock album. Was awesome to talk with him. Obviously, most of my shows, most of my interviews, we're talking with former Carolina athletes and stuff like that. But to be able to talk to Patrick Davis, that was really, really cool. Just as far as, kind of, it was different, you know what I mean? And obviously I've been listening to Patrick Davis, his Just a Big Old Cock song on game day for, probably the last 10 years. And so to be able to talk to him was incredible. It was incredible. So be sure to check out the podcast, episode 308 that dropped this morning. I know I see all the comments, everyone asking about Luke Doty. I just posted this on Twitter, and I will say this again to you guys. Excuse me. I know there was a lot of chatter last night regarding Luke Doty and him possibly be the starting quarterback. Guys, I've heard nothing of the sort. I've seen the rumors flying around. We'll say that. I've seen the rumors flying around. I will be utterly shocked if anyone other than number 15 trots out there as the starting quarterback on Saturday. I'll be shocked. I really will. So, unless you guys have some information that I don't have, but until Muschamp confirms it or we hear that or I see number 4 trot out there and take the snaps, I think Collin Hill is going to be QB1. I'd be totally floored. I'd be totally shocked. I just think to myself, guys, do you really think Mike Bobo is going to bail on his guy after one subpar game? I just don't see it. I'd love to see Luke Doty play. I'd love to see that change of pace and that different dynamic. But, I kind of come back to this too, guys. Like, this team's main problem is not the quarterback position. Like, I don't give a damn if Luke Doty is playing quarterback against LSU or whatever. We wouldn't have won. It's the defense. You got to play defense. That's the problem. So, I'm not saying I don't want to see Luke Doty play, but I would be utterly shocked if Luke Doty trots out there as QB1. So, again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Podcast dropped this morning. Be sure to check it out, episode 308, my midseason report card, and awesome interview with Patrick Davis, getting to talk with him. Let's see. Let me go back through these questions. I know I was kind of rambling there for a second. Lance Player, appreciate the support, man. Like I said, combo with Patrick Davis was awesome. Appreciate you tuning in. Puff says, I really wish Clemson got that loss on Saturday. Yeah, It's funny. I was out and about kind of doing my own thing, saying, I'm going to detach and kind of get away from it and whatever. And of course, I'm out and about, and it's 28-10 Boston College. And I'm like, damn, I got to go find a TV. And of course, as soon as I cut the game on, Clemson starts to do better. They start winning. I'm like, my God, really? So, yeah. Lindsay Hagler, how'd you get that tour? Friends in low places. Friends in low places. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Tony Stockman, if Doty is starting, I would put Joyner at the tailback. That would give you options. Just hope coaches change the whole playbook on both sides. Awesome show. Appreciate it, man. Again, I'd be utterly shocked if Luke Doty's a starting quarterback Saturday. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he will. Maybe Muschamp tomorrow in his presser will confirm it. I would think one of the media boys would ask Will Muschamp about it. But we'll see. I don't know. I'd be pretty damn surprised if anybody other than Collin Hill is QB1. So Justin Stevenson, an 8-point underdog is a laugh. I don't think we'll be in this game. I think we lose by 21. Our defense and T-Rob are horrible. Well, I think giving South Carolina 2 weeks to prepare, you get the week off with the bye week. I think A&M's a good team. I don't think they're world beaters necessarily. And it's at Williams-Brice at night. I can understand the spread being what it is. So we'll see. Let's see. Michael Castron having issues loading. I think we should be good, my guy. You're on Facebook. I'll check it real quick. I think we should be. Yeah, I think on my end. Yeah, I think on my end everything looks fine. I don't know if we're having issues. Let me know. Paul Yarborough, what do you make of South Carolina beating Auburn, getting killed by LSU, then Auburn kills LSU? Welcome to 2020, the madness that is college football. I mean, it's definitely a horrid look for South Carolina's defense, though, to see what Auburn did to LSU and, LSU getting held to 11 points and TJ Finley looking as bad as he did. And seeing Auburn do what they did to LSU defensively, it's a horrid look for South Carolina. I mean, it just, no other way to put it. So, we're going to get beat by 17 plus. Kerry Morgan, we need the Coastal Carolina coach. Coastal, man, God, they are just crushing it. Coastal's crushing it. It's wild. Brian Welch, the Auburn LSU game this past weekend confused the hell out of me. Yeah, again, you beat Auburn and you get crushed by LSU, and then Auburn ends up crushing LSU. It makes no sense. But again, it's a terrible look for South Carolina defensively as far as what Auburn was able to do, bringing pressure. They knocked TJ Finley out of the game, basically. And that was the same TJ Finley that shredded you the week prior. So, yeah, definitely not a good look for South Carolina. Jonathan Moffrey, where did the rumors even come from? I really saw them popping up on Twitter, and I think they came from the message boards and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I saw maybe some fan saying that, oh, yeah, a player told me that the players want Luke Doty as the starting quarterback. And I honestly, dude, that makes no sense. Like, that makes no sense from what I've heard. I've heard the team loves Collin Hill. So, I don't know. I'll tell you this though, man. If there is, and this is all rumors and all assumptions, but I'm just going to say, hypothetically, if there is finger pointing going on in the Gamecock locker room between the players right now to change quarterbacks, if that's what this team is pointing fingers at, that says a lot about this team. Because again, quarterback is not the reason you lost to LSU. You gave up 52 points. I know 14 were on the offense or whatever, special teams, whatever. But the defense has been a major liability. So that's where the finger should be getting pointed. Hey, defense, step it up. Help us out. Offense hasn't been the issue this season. It's been defense. So, Puff. Coastal starting to look like the real South Carolina. I mean, they're hot. Coastal's hot for sure. They are hot. Let's see. Brian Welch, I want to know where the hell the coaches poll votes for us came from. I have no idea. 8 votes. I have no clue how you get 8 votes. Solo Bowen, did you see us predicted to be 7th in the SEC in basketball? That isn't good. I think you're going to see a mixed bag as far as predictions for South Carolina, but, I feel good about Gamecocks basketball. I really don't give a damn what they're predicting us. I feel really good about this team. I feel good about Frank Martin's squad this year. I think it's going to be a fun team to watch for sure. So Gabe Nettle says, why wouldn't Helinski be the next guy? So you're probably going to see that question a lot. I know some fans are going to lose their shit if Luke Doty at some point is named the starter over Ryan Helinski. But here's the thing, though. To me, if again, I don't think there needs to be a quarterback change. I don't, I know Collin Hill's not the sexiest option. He's not going to do anything to wow you. And people want to put the blame somewhere, and quarterback is the easiest spot to do that on. But if you're going to change quarterbacks, going to Helinski does nothing for you. What does Ryan Helinski provide that Collin Hill doesn't already do? I would say nothing. Luke Doty changes the overall dynamic of your offense. Luke Doty makes you multidimensional on the offensive side. He's going to make you exciting. He's going to give you an opportunity to be exciting on the offensive side. So that, to me, if you're going to change quarterbacks, that's why you should go with Luke Doty. But again, I will be utterly shocked if anyone other than number 15 trots out there on Saturday. I will be utterly shocked. I just do not think after one subpar game, Mike Bobo is just going to bail on Collin Hill. Like, oh, that's it. We're done. Like, come on. There's no way. There's no way. So, SEC football too. What's up, man? What's up? Excited. It's game week once again. As nice as it was to kind of, detach a little bit over the bye week and stuff like that. I'm glad it is game week once again. We are looking forward to a game this Saturday. Texas A&M, are they 7th ranked now? The 7th ranked Aggies coming into town. So very, very excited. Very excited as far as it being game week, stuff like that. But again, I've seen the Doty rumors. I've had people asking about it. And like I said, I just put a tweet out there. I will be utterly shocked if anyone other than number 15 is the starter. I'll be shocked. I really will. So, Michael Mackey, what's up, man? What's your favorite uniform combo? My favorite uniform combo. Dude, see, like this is tough. All black is fire. I'm a very traditional guy. Like, I love just white garnet white. All white on the road, obviously. The all whites are crispy on the road. I have a soft spot for big game garnet because I have so many good memories watching South Carolina win big games and big game garnet. But I'll tell you this. I love the new unis, though. Like the updated unis with the striping and it all matching. And this is our best uniform in a while. Please don't change the unis. Keep the unis how they are. I had somebody ask, Solo Bowen, what's your plans for Election Day tomorrow? Well, my plans for Election Day is I'm going to wake up and make content as normal and do the Daily Crow 12 to 1 and have a normal day, normal Tuesday during a game week. Watch Will Muschamp's presser, which I would assume he's still having his presser. I would certainly think so. I know that Muschamp said they're going to have an off day for Election Day, but honestly, it's not going to be much of a different day for yours truly. So probably, honestly, though, the election stuff will be must-watch TV, so I may tune into it, but going to be a pretty normal Tuesday for yours truly. So I'm excited to hear what Muschamp's got to say tomorrow. I like I said, I wonder if one of the media guys will ask Muschamp about the quarterback situation and the rumors flying around, and if he will even entertain it. You know what I mean? So let's see. Lance Player, I think they're just increasing Doty's workload. I mean, again, that's great to hear, and I'd love to see that. Love to see him get on the field more. But again, I look at this football team. Is that the solution to our problems? Like, oh, we'd have beat LSU if Luke Doty just saw the field more. Like, no, we need to play defense. That's what we need to do. So, I mean, I guess it's fun to talk about, but what adjustments are we making defensively? That's more importantly what I want to know. So, Falcons did get a win on Thursday night. The Falcons did get a win. For sure. Falcons did get a win. Found a way. Let's see. Tommy McClellan, A&M scores 80 if that same defense shows up, took the field. Yeah, there's going to need to be some defensive adjustments, no question. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. If you guys, I actually forgot to open up the phone lines. I apologize, guys. If you guys have been trying to call in, let's see. No, okay, nobody has yet. Figured there probably wouldn't be many calls or questions today via the voicemail because do not start on because there was no game. So taking your questions, guys, one thing as well. And I already said this on social media. I said it on the podcast, but I want to say it again here to you guys. There we go. Thank you so much for the love, support, people that tuned in over the last month, a record-setting month in October. Almost 33,000 downloads for the podcast, averaging over 1,000 downloads a day. Thank you so much. Again, thank you. I don't have the words to show my gratitude, to show you guys how thankful I am. But thank you so, so much. I truly do appreciate it. A record-setting month. This thing wouldn't be what it is without you guys. So, again, I said it on social media. I said it on the podcast, but I want to say it here again. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I genuinely, truly do appreciate it. If you've even taken 1 second out of your day at any point to tune into the podcast, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. That was awesome. That was awesome to see, and I really wanted to put that out there and celebrate with you guys in regards to that accomplishment, that milestone, if you will. And honestly, hey, I'm looking to try to break it. We're going to try to break it in November. I think we certainly can. I think very possible. But, yeah, just want to say thank you to you guys. That's big time, really big time. And, heck, that doesn't even include all the views on YouTube, the people that tune into the podcast on YouTube. So the number is really more than that. So, but I just want to say thank you to you guys. It's a really cool thing, really, really cool thing. So, let's see. Lance Player says we need some new dynamic on defense. Yeah, I mean, the defensive game plan has to change. I don't know what it was exactly against LSU. I know we were all frustrated talking about that last week, but it's got to change. It's got to change. You can't go out there with that same defensive effort and that same game plan and expect to have any type of a positive game. Any type of a positive game against Texas A&M defensively. Tyler Noel, I agree defense has been a liability, but Collin is one-dimensional. They see how good Luke is every day. And if they're really saying that, then it shows a lot. Collin has been pedestrian all year long. I'd like to see a change. It would be so much more dynamic. I mean, I'm not totally disagreeing with you. Like, if Luke is really just winning the job and he's ready to play, by all means, then do it. But I'm just saying that, like, if he's not ready to go, like, that's changing quarterbacks is not going to solve South Carolina's problems. It's not. Like, the defense is the issue, right? Again, if you can get better, like, put the best 11 on the field. I don't give a damn who the quarterback is. Just go win football games. But I'm just saying, like, how ready is a true freshman to take over and run wild with this offense? We'll see. Because basically, if you change to Luke Doty, you are changing your entire offensive philosophy. Because if you're going to Luke Doty, you should be doing a lot more RPO. My freaking beard is, like, getting in my nose. It's so itchy. You should be changing to RPO, running with the – like, you're changing up what you do as a whole. So, will they do that? I'll be very interested to see. But, hey, if he does come in, I mean, obviously I'll support. I'll be really excited to see what Luke Doty can do. But I'm just saying, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that is the solution to all of the problems. Let's see. SEC football, too. Do you think Carolina can keep it closer than a touchdown on Saturday? Yeah, I think they could win. I think they could. Will they? I don't know. But I think they could win. I have to wait and see. But I think they could win for sure. Will they? I don't know. I'll give my prediction later this week. God, I'm freaking this is ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see. Travis Young, the defense is lacking. The talent is there. It's just Muschamp, self-proclaimed defensive guru status. I haven't seen it in 5 years. Yeah, like I said, I think there's good players on the Gamecocks defense. What is the disconnect? I think we all know at this point. Andrew Bowers, we need to play more man coverage and also blitz a lot more. I see Clemson blitzing almost every play on defense of the day. Yeah, that's what I really don't get is why don't we send more pressure? And, you feel like you have two of the best corners in the conference. You say you do. Put them on an island. Let them go one-on-one. Like, why not? I don't get it. I don't get it. H-Man 998, how ironic is it we have struggled since Mike Davis to find a workhorse running back, and then when we finally find one in Kevin Harris, the passing game becomes the issue. I mean, it is kind of ironic. It's crazy, by the way, the year that Kevin Harris is having on pace to hit 1,000 yards. He was my first half MVP for offense, by the way, which I'm sure is no surprise to anybody, but No, he's done a great job. He's done an absolutely great job. So SEC football too. Appreciate the love, brother, for sure. Michael Sawyer says, "How do we smash Auburn and then lose to LSU? Then Auburn smashes LSU." It's 2020, man. I have no idea. Let's see. Kyle Ballou, appreciate the support, man. Appreciate the love for sure. Chris Patton, appreciate it. Solo Bowen, do you gain more views after a win or a loss? So that's funny. I mean, that's a funny question because honestly, as bad as it sounds, I think the views are higher after an L. Because I think people just want to vent. And now I think if we were winning on a grand scale, like if this was 2013 and we're winning 11 games or we're winning big games, I think it would be more after a win. But right now, we're having more painful losses than we are great wins. So, it's unfortunate, but that's kind of just the reality, to be honest with you. And it's wild, but is what it is. Lance Players, Boogie Huntley ready to go. Think he can help in the run defense. That's what he does. I mean, we'll have to see. I don't really know. I think I might text Kimry and try to find out, but I know he's been dealing with the ankle issue. I don't know if he'll be ready to go this week. I'm sure that's something Will Muschamp will address for sure. Tyler Noel gives you another dynamic on offense to quite frankly, a very stagnant offense. Like, I hear what you're saying, but again, you're averaging 29 points per game offensively. Like, again, you want to get the best 11 out there. If Luke Doty is truly one of the best 11 and he's the best quarterback on the roster, by all means, put him in there. I'm just saying, like, I'm more worried about the defense going in the A&M game than I am the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the defense don't show up, if you can't force a team to punt, you're going to lose. I don't give a damn how good your quarterback is. You're going to lose if you can't force a punt. So you got to play defense. Let's see. Michael Sawyer, Gunnar Stockton coming in next year. I hope Muschamp doesn't make him a wide receiver. It's bad that we even joke about that. Bradley Turner, how likely are they to make a coaching change this year? I think it really depends on how these last 5 games go. It really, really does. As far as, I think if you go 1-4 or worse in your last 5, then there's a chance. I think there's certainly a chance. The wild card here is Bob Caslen. As far as, what does he want to do? Does he pull the trigger? But, we'll see. That's the wild card, in my opinion, is Bob Caslen. So let's see. Brian Welch, I mostly feel the same way you do about the quarterback situation, but you got to admit it would be nice for Doty to get the start, especially if he can spin it if the way they said he can, and A&M just not be ready for Doty. There's very limited film on him, and I feel like we need an explosive guy taking the snaps to pull off this upset. And, of course, defense has to play better. Like I said, I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. Like, in the long run, I've said it. I think to win big at South Carolina, you need a dual threat. You need a mobile quarterback. You just do. I think in college football, period, you need a dual threat quarterback. The defenses are just too good now to have a guy that goes back there and sits back and drops back 5 steps. And no, the defensive line play, the linebackers, the defenses, period, are too athletic. They're too good. And you're going to see what's happening to Collin Hill as far as the sacks are concerned. Can't get outside the pocket, can't make plays with his feet, can't avoid pressure. And it kills your offense. It's drive killers when you take those sacks. So, again, listen, if Doty is the best option, if they want to go with him, I'm not going to be upset about it. Hell, I'll be really excited to see what he can do. But I'm just saying that, again, if you can't stop anybody, it's a moot point. It doesn't mean anything if you cannot stop people. If you can't force a punt, I don't give a damn who the quarterback is. So, yeah, I mean, that's my worry going in the A&M game. Philip Carter Harris, this is obviously very different, but for Boston market, the radio personalities are negative. I guess since the teams win a lot, people aren't paying attention and people praising the teams over and over. Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, it's just the culture of social media, too, that bad news gets more pub than good news. All right, it's just, That's just the culture of news in general, right? I mean, it really is. So it's just the culture of the news. So let's see. Todd Faulkner, Ryan can move in the pocket to keep plays alive. He also throws the ball even if receivers aren't open other than Shy. These receivers aren't open. Yeah, the receivers are a major question mark, but I don't know, man. I think it's either going to be Hill or it's going to be Doty, and I don't know. I hate, I know people don't want to hear that, and I hate to say it, but I think Ryan Helinski's days are pretty much done in a Gamecock football uniform. So I could be wrong, but it feels crazy to say that because I'm on, I'm seeing posts from a year ago, like on this date a year ago, and it's the Forever to 3 stuff. It's the merch I did. It's, Ryan Helinski started quarterback, and look at us a year later. It's like so much can change. It's kind of wild. So Golf says, I'd use the word mobile. Do you think Trevor and Mac Jones are dual threat? I mean, look at Trevor Lawrence, though, as far as like the rushing stat. The dude runs a lot more than he runs a lot more than even I give him credit. Look at the touchdown run he had against Ohio State. Like, yeah, he's fleet of foot. He is fleet of foot for sure. So Golf, Collin Hill works with a good O-line and a good defense. We have neither. I mean, yeah, you got to be basically perfect. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, that's the thing. SEC football, too, if the defense shows up, I can see this game possibly looking like a Tennessee or Auburn game. If we don't, expect a repeat of the Florida game. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. No, it makes sense. Jackson Gary, those Clemson fans were pissed on Twitter last night. Yeah, that was so funny. Entertainment value on $1 billion. Entertainment value on $1 billion. So Golf, Ryan is not different than Hill in terms of being mobile. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. I don't think Ryan gives you anything that Collin Hill doesn't. I mean, I just don't. I don't think it's like an upgrade or you're changing the dynamic of your offense going with Ryan Helinski. I don't think so. So Andrew Bowers, I think if Doty either wins the job this year or next year, Ryan Helinski transfers. I hope he doesn't leave. Yeah, I think that's 100% a very, very real possibility. Yep. I think that is a very real possibility for sure. So let's see. Solo Bowen, Florida or Georgia, who's going to win? I think right now I'm going to go with Florida, honestly. I just, the battle of, it's going to be such a great matchup watching Florida's offense go against Georgia's defense. But right now, Kyle Trask against Stetson Bennett, give me Florida. I think they'll be able to do just enough to get the W. So, Gabe Nettles, Helinski will transfer to Georgia and cut our ass the next 3 years. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about all that. Seagal says, why does no one talk about firing T-Rob? I'd like the move. I'd like the move, honestly. I think that makes sense. I mean, I just, the defense year 5, secondary issues on defense, period. I'd like to see a change. I don't think we will. That's Muschamp's right-hand man, and they're going to justify keeping him for recruiting purposes, but I don't think we'll see a change in that regard. But maybe. You never know. You never know. Solo Bowen, Georgia isn't that great to me, to be honest. I think we beat them. Their quarterback sucks. Yeah, I don't think we beat Georgia. I really don't. I don't think we beat Georgia, guys. Again, taking your questions, comments, calls, guys, here on a Monday. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Again, a stress-free weekend of football, if you will. Yeah, so hope you all had a great weekend. Taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Tyler Noel says, I think Ryan is gone after this year. I hate to see it because he's a great kid and his story is cool, but I think he's going to see the writing on the wall with who we were bringing in and who we have now. I agree 110%. Honestly, I agree. Solo Bowen, bet you didn't think we'd beat them last year either. Well, I remember saying coming in that game, I was strangely, weirdly optimistic. I picked South Carolina to cover the spread. Granted, I picked them to lose, though, but so did everybody else. So, no, listen, I mean, it's possible when South Carolina and Georgia get on the field, weird things happen, but gun to head, I'm picking Georgia to win the game. I mean, bottom line. So, Brian Welch, do you think Jim Harbaugh's stock keeps dropping up at Michigan? He can't. Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to get fired very soon. Jonathan Mofford, do you think we'll score more or less than 20 against? I'm going more. I think more. My early thoughts as far as best bet, I love the over 55.5. Love the over. Yep, I think it'll be a higher scoring game. Luke Grubb says, I do not see us winning another game unless Jesus starts coaching the defense himself. That would be something, wouldn't it? Let's see. Seagal, how many 5 and 4 stars and potential first or second round draft picks do we have on our defense? I mean, J.C. Horn's going to be a first round draft pick. Other than that, I don't think anybody else is a first rounder. Andrew Bowers, if JT Daniels starts for Georgia, they will get way better. They beat UF by 10. Well, I mean, that might, that'll change the dynamic, I'm sure. But right now, I think it's probably Stetson Bennett. We'll see. We'll see, though. I don't know why they're not going with JT Daniels, but, I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. Guys, hope you all had a fantastic weekend. How was your Halloween, by the way? Anybody got any good Halloween stories? Lance Player, I have a strange feeling about this game. It's been weird this season. Would be cool to beat 2 top 15 teams in the same season. I mean, you never know. 2020 is a weird year, man. You never know. So, Bradley Turner, did you play for USC? I did not. I played college baseball at Newberry. So, played college baseball at Newberry. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. Really, really good stuff, honestly. Got to tour Williams-Brice Stadium. Just awesome. So, Golf, did you used to caddy at Sage Valley? So I did in college. I did. That was what I did in college. Went back there a couple of times, like part-time, just to, get some work in, whatever, get some little quick cash grab. But, I used to caddy out there. Really, really good stuff. Love the dudes out there, and I love golf. And honestly, it was a great way to meet people, and it was good stuff. Again, the money's good. So, yeah, I used to do that kind of part-time, but haven't been out there in a while. It's been, let's see, May of 2019 was the last time I went out there. So, I mean, it's been damn near 2 years now. So, but yeah, I got nothing but love for the guys out there, man. It's a really, really good time. Hey, how about this? How about this, by the way? Speaking of golf, I'm a big golf guy. My dad played college golf. I love the game of golf. I played competitively till I was 15, in case you guys didn't know. Masters Week is next week. Oh, isn't that wild? Masters Week is next week. Unreal. Wow. Had to remind myself here on a Monday. HNML 31 Gaming. I play high school golf. That's all. Yeah, I love the game, man. I love it. SEC football too. Anybody see the moon? Yeah, that moon on Halloween night was crazy. Honestly, it was crazy. So I played at Newberry. Jason Derrick, that's where you live. Yeah. Yep. Played at Newberry. Good stuff. Let's see. So golf I did around March. It's a fun place, man. Sage is cool. Really, really. Obviously, it's a beautiful golf course, and it's a little bit of a bitch of a walk. I can tell you that much. I know you know that, but it's a great. And I love the people out there, man. Love the guys out there. A lot of awesome people that are out there. So, Bradley Turner, what can we do to fix the receivers? Get better players. I don't know. I mean, what at this point can you do? What at this point can you do? All you can do is practice and go on the jug machines and hope that somebody steps up. That's all you can really do. So, Andrew Bowers, is it injury or just not playing that great from Akwamu? A lot of expectations for him this year. Hasn't performed that well other than the 2 picks. I think he's played okay. I don't think he's played miserably, but I think the expectations obviously are just really, really, really high. And, when you have those high expectations, people are going to be critical. So, it is what it is. H-Man 998 Augusta in the fall, but I bet it looks amazing. I bet it looks incredible, to be honest. So, I bet it looks incredible. Brian Welch had one of my good friends show up at my Halloween party this weekend as Will Muschamp with a clown wig on. Yikes. Yikes. Let's see. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds. Bathroom break. I normally don't do this, but I've been drinking this water and need a bathroom break for 2 seconds. I'm going to cut the camera off and I'll be back in literally a minute. So give me 5 seconds. Be back in. Okay. Sorry about that. Like I said, just needed to use the bathroom. Again, taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in here. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Let's see. We got a bunch of questions. SEC football 2, Weddle, let Fenwick play receiver 2. Also, we need to use Dak more. He's been explosive when he's gotten the ball. Yeah, I don't know why Dak hasn't touched it more. I genuinely don't understand. The dude has, 2 carries, and he's averaging like 40 yards a carry because he had that one long run. I don't know why he doesn't touch the ball more. And I'm not even saying like at wide receiver, but just find a way to get creative. Find a way to get creative. Get the football in his hands. Jet sweep, screen, anything. Put him at running back. I don't care. Find a way. He needs to be touching the football. You don't have enough playmakers on offense to not be giving it to number 5. Let's see. Eric Fryer, I'd like to see a 4-man front to bring more pressure. The 3-man front, bumping isn't getting pressure. Make the other quarterback uncomfortable. We have 3 good enough linebackers to make that work. I agree. You got to bring more pressure. I agree with you 100%. Agree with you 100% for sure. Let's see. Jonathan Keith Phillips. Really would love to see what Joe Brady could do with Luke Doty, Marshawn Lloyd, and Kevin Harris. Yeah, I agree. It's not going to happen, but I'd love to see Brady come here. I mean, I wish it would. He's on my wish list, but I doubt it happens. Let's see. So, Golf, bad idea to think about letting Jamie Robinson or some DBs get some reps at wide receiver. Yeah, I wouldn't go with them. You got wide receivers on the roster, man. Like, you got wide receivers on the roster. Jonathan Keith Phillips says, are the rumors true about Doty taking a lot of snaps at practice this week with the ones? Again, I addressed this earlier. I've seen that, and I saw it on social media, and I've seen the chatter. I'll just say this. I'll be utterly shocked if Collin Hill's not QB1 Saturday against A&M. I'll be shocked, literally shocked. So I take it with a grain of salt, man. I'd take it as just online internet rumors, but I guess you never know. You never know. Tyler Noel, there's no one in the wide receiver room that has done anything to make me think we'll have a true number one next year. I hope Jalen continues to get better, and I think he will with more time he gets. But it's scary that our leading receiver other than Shy is our running backs and tight end. Leggett may have a couple catches, but it's awful to think. Yeah, I mean, dude, you think the receivers are bad this year? If Shy Smith leaves, I mean, think about next year. Who the hell is going to be – who are you going to throw it to? Who? So, yeah, it's brutal to think about. Phil Carter-Harris, it's kind of surprising we're not pulling in big-time wide receiver recruits at this point, considering Muschamp can tell them you have a good chance to start. Yeah, that's what kills me is that I was looking at the 2021 recruiting rankings after Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins chose Georgia. And do you realize the third and fourth ranked players in the state of South Carolina are both wide receivers, and they're both committed to UNC. It's like, bro, we need wideouts. Bottom line. We need wideouts. How are we not getting those guys to come to Carolina? It just makes no sense. Makes no sense. So the Bowen, Joe Brady coming to the Falcons. Yeah, and that's probably why Joe Brady wouldn't. I think he's going to be an NFL guy. I think he wants to be in the NFL. Phil Carter-Harris, I wonder if Dak and Doty look bad at practice and are just gamers where they ball out, they play, but the coaching staff looks at them in practice like we can't play these guys. I mean, maybe. Might be right. I mean, here's the thing. As critical as I am of Muschamp and the coaching staff, like, I'd like to they're not going to play the worst guys on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to play the guys they feel give them the best chance to win. They're going to play what they feel like are the best players. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some sentiment to what you're saying. I don't know, but it's just tough to say. Big Creek 61, did one of the incoming freshmen on the basketball team leave, and why? Yeah, that Patrick is Israel or whatever. And I don't know why he left. I mean, you never know. You never know. He withdrew, by the way. So I don't know what the deal was. So Golf, Shy Smith, Horn, and Izzy. Who do you think stays and who do you think leaves? I think for sure JC and Izzy are both gone. Shy Smith, if he continues to play well in the second half, I think he'll be gone as well. I think all three will probably be gone. Andrew Bowers, could we be going with a 2-quarterback system for the game to maybe confuse A&M like the Saints do with Breeze and Hill? Maybe. You know, I'd like to see more snaps for hell. Put Dak Joyner back there, quarterback. I'd like to see more snaps for Doty. Creativity on offense. Again, that's one of the things I talked about last week that I want to see. That I wanted to see implemented over the bye week, and as far as going in the second half of the season, be creative. Again, like I said, the defense to me is the bigger issue for this football team. But in today's college football, you need to be able to score 40. So if that's going to help you do that, being creative on the offensive side, I'm all for it. Do it. Why not? So Tyler Noel, we couldn't even get J.J. Jones from Myrtle Beach, who played with Luke in high school, who's a baller. It's I mean, I don't get it, man. I really don't understand it. I really don't. Wow. John Lester spends $47,000 on beers. Wow. Solo Boom, man, why am I so pumped for South Carolina basketball more than ever? You should be. It's a good team. I think this is a good team. I think that's why you're pumped. This should be a good team. This should be Frank Martin's best team since the Final Four, in my opinion. I mean, this is a really, really good team, I think. David Ray, that's the thing. There's no creativity when you bring in a coach that wants to run the ball half the snaps under center. I mean, but it's been effective. That's what I'd say. It has been effective. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see more creativity, but to give them credit, it's been pretty damn effective. Again, it's defensively. It's defensively that's more mind-boggling to me. How is it year 5 of Will Muschamp and you're still porous defensively? I don't get it. Philip Card Harris, chicken and beer for life. Yeah, dude, John Lester's like, he was my favorite player in the MLB when he was with the Sox, honestly. That was the dude I always loved to watch and kind of pick apart his game. And yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Oh, wow. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey issues statement, announces half-game suspensions of 5 players plus fine and reprimand of Florida head coach. Wow. Big yikes. Big yikes. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming, by the way, that we are going to find out kickoff times for next weekend's game. So the Ole Miss kickoff time should be announced today, I believe. H-Man 998, let me pose this question to you. What exactly is the direction of this team in the coming years? It seems like the SEC East is improving around us, and we are not moving in any direction. Well, if you're not going in any direction, you're going the wrong direction. That's the thing. If you're not getting better, if you're not living, you're dying. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse, right? So, yeah, I mean, and I think that's what frustrates South Carolina fans the most and frustrates me the most is I feel like this program, unfortunately, is not headed in a positive trajectory. Hey, there's still a whole second half of the season left. Hey, if you go out there and you beat Texas A&M, all of a sudden the dynamic of your season changes once again. Your goals are on the table. I think you can get to 5-5, which to me would justify, hey, the program is headed in a positive trajectory, I guess you could say. But if you finish this season 3-7, even 4-6, yeah, I don't feel like, it's hard for me to justify the program's heading in the right direction. It just is. So, Bowen, do you have the Bleacher Report app? I do not. I do not have that app. So, yeah, A&M is 7th in the AP poll. I just think I'm seeing these tweets about Luke Doty and Ryan. I don't understand why people think a quarterback change is going to solve the problems. I just don't. I don't get it. I mean, I'm game for whatever. Play the best guy, but that defense has got to get better. That's the bottom line. SEC football too. I want to see us get back to the 2009 to 13 seasons. You and everyone else, my guy, that wears garnet and black. Trust me, for sure. RJ Kelly, until we get an offensive-minded coach, we'll always be that 500 team. I mean, I think you need an offensive-minded coach for sure. I don't disagree with you. Andrew Bowers, watch it be a 12 o'clock kickoff versus Ole Miss. I would be pretty shocked if it's not. I think most likely it is going to be a noon kickoff. SEC football too. I just hope if we somehow beat A&M, we don't get beat bad by Ole Miss the next weekend. I mean, yeah, that'd be the Carolina way, wouldn't it? That would be the Gamecock way is to have that happen. I look at this A&M game a lot like I looked at Tennessee in the sense of this is like the Tennessee of the second half. Like if you're going to have a successful second half of the season, if you're going to get to 5-5, you have to beat A&M. You have to find a way to beat A&M at home. You got to protect your home field. So, Brian Welch, when's the last time we had 2 top 15 wins in a season? Yeah, it probably was 13 or 4. Yeah, probably 13, I would say. Probably. I'd have to take a look, but yeah, it's been a while. Terrell Brown, the only way we beat A&M would be if the coaches switch schools prior to kickoff. RJ Kelly, it's a coaching issue, not the quarterback. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Again, I do hear out fans when they say play for the future in regards to like play for the future in the sense that Luke Doty and Ryan Helinski are the ones that are going to be here. Collin Hill is not. And I get that side of it. But again, hey, if they want to change quarterbacks, it's not going to bother me at all. That's totally fine and dandy. But again, I don't think that is the problem. I don't think that's the problem. So, not the main problem, at least. You got to be able to stop somebody. You got to win defensively. If you can't do that, none of it matters. So, got about under 10 minutes, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls as well. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. If you guys do want to call in. Monday after the bye week. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Excited. It's A&M week. South Carolina looking to beat A&M for the first time ever. Will it happen? I don't know. Will it happen? H-Man998. So what happens if Collin Hill stays next year since everyone has the next year eligibility? Is that another year that Helinski and Doty have to sit? Again, it's really tough to say, man. It's really tough to say. I mean, dude, so much can change in college football. So much can change so quickly. So I don't know what will happen, honestly, if Collin Hill decides to come back. I really, really don't. I really have no idea. Let's see. Ryan Smith, won't we have Harris, Fenwick, and Lloyd all three back? Yes. And I cannot wait. That 1-2 punch of Lloyd and Harris is going to be legit. Very legit. So, man, if you can find some pass catchers, if you can just find some playmakers on the outside, and I think you have enough. I think you have, no matter who plays, I think you're going to have enough options, enough quality options at quarterback where you should have a quality quarterback. God, if you can just find some pass catchers, man, you're going to be pretty solid offensively. I mean, your running game is going to be on point. You got to find some guys that can catch the football on the outside, that can, make plays in space. You've got to find those guys. You got to find a way to find those guys. So I don't know who they'll be. Come on, where's the kickoff time? Again, guys, if you have not done so, check out the podcast that dropped today, episode 308. I give my midseason report card, hand out some grades, also midseason MVPs, and a phenomenal conversation with Patrick Davis. You guys know him best for his work on Just a Big Old Cock, We Ain't Far. Singer-songwriter Patrick Davis was awesome. Great time, great Gamecock. Had a blast chatting with him. Really did. Awesome conversation. Be sure to check that out. Also, I said this in the beginning, but I do want to say it again, guys. We set a record for podcast downloads in the month of October. Nearly 33,000 downloads. And again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not even counting the views that the podcast had on YouTube. So just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for the love, for the support. It means the world to me. I truly don't have the words to express my gratitude to you all, but thank you so much, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. So, and I'm looking for, I'm excited. I'm proud to announce that, obviously, and fired up to announce that, but I also think we could break it again. Let's do it again in November. I'm excited. I'm excited for the business, what's going on, what's happening. We've been able to persevere through 2020 and kind of get through everything. And Just feel blessed, feel fortunate. And again, I really, genuinely, truly do appreciate you guys, because none of what goes on with the Spurs Up show would be possible without you guys, without your love and support. So thank you so much. SEC football too, I don't really see a reason why Collin wouldn't come back. But, again, you never know people's situation. You never know, hey, maybe he's just tired of being a college football player. Hell, I don't know. But, here's the thing. I would think Luke Doty would be ready to take over next year, because I'm hoping at some point you are going to move to a dual threat quarterback and you are going to tailor the offense to that style. I'm hoping that's something that happens at some point. So, H-Man 998, Kevin Harris needs to get 20 carries a game. That should be non-negotiable. I mean, yeah, it's a failed offensive day if you don't get Kevin Harris at least 20 carries in a game this season, for sure. No question. RJ Killer, you think we'll have to RJ Killer, do you think we'll have 2 first-rounders this year in the draft? I can see Horn. Has McQuamu done enough? No, absolutely not. No. Love Izzy. Think he's a great player at Carolina, but he is not a first-rounder. No, sir. No, sir. SEC Football Tube, always appreciate your love, support, man. Check out his game week show that drops tonight. SEC Football Tube, my guy. Yeah, for sure. Solo Bowen says trade deadline over election. Yeah, I mean, you guys know, again, I'm not going to be talking about it tomorrow. We're going to be watching Will Muschamp's presser. I'm not a political guy at all, to be totally honest with you. I'm really not. Like, I'm not somebody that's going to be losing my mind over it. I will say, though, it'll probably be must-watch TV tomorrow night. I just the madness that's going to ensue. My only piece of advice I would give you guys, I don't know if maybe there's anybody in this chat, maybe there's not, that needs to hear this. Don't ruin relationships with people, especially if they're people close to you. Don't ruin relationships because of some political leaning, it's not worth it in the end. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Don't be going to Facebook and Twitter and social media and airing out your dirty laundry and airing that. It's why would you ruin a relationship with a person that, you like or are friends with, or you're a family member with? We can agree to disagree. People, that's the beauty of this country, of this nation, of just people in general. We can have different opinions and different views and still sing Kumbaya in the end. That'd be my only piece of it. I think that's insane to me that people, let it ruin, like I said, relationships with people. That's just nuts. That's nuts. So anyway, that's my only 2 cents. Yeah. Use common sense. There you go. Use common sense is very uncommon these days. So, let's see. Solo Bone, how does it work? Like, when does the stream start for the? I have no idea. I think it's on TV, obviously. I mean, I think like tomorrow night or something. But my stuff is gonna be a normal Tuesday for the Spurs Up show. Obviously, again, I know it's a big day in this country. Like, whatever. It'll be a normal day. We're gonna do Daily Crow 12 to 1. We're gonna have a podcast drop tomorrow. I'm gonna make content. It's gonna be a normal day. So we're talking Gamecocks. So I think that is silly as hell, by the way, when business people let their personal political view bleed out into their business. Like, you guys don't tune in to hear me talk about that shit. And I really don't want to talk about it. So I don't have any desire to talk about it. Terrell Brown, I don't think quarterbacks matters nearly as much as the dismal performance of the defense. Just look how Auburn handled Finley. I agree 110%. If you don't fix the defense going in this A&M game, you got no chance. So you got to fix that defense. That's the bigger key. Fix that damn defense. RJ Kelly, do you see what Gunnar Stockton did Friday? He's going to be a good one if he can keep him committed. Yeah. I mean, dude, number 1 dual threat quarterback in the country, 5-star. Like, yeah, I think if we can keep him committed, get him in Carolina, sky will be the limit. I just want to make sure whoever's coaching him, whoever his coach is, gets the most out of him. And that's what scares me, I think, with Muschamp and with this staff is even if you get Stockton, we need to make sure we're getting the absolute most out of him. Is Muschamp going to do that? I don't know. So, guys, in closing, we got 30 seconds here. Appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you for the love, support. If you have not done so, again, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 308. midseason report card, Patrick Davis interview, singer-songwriter. Again, you guys know him best for his work with Just a Big Old Cock, We Ain't Far, My Carolina, the Gamecock album, all that good stuff. But we have a phenomenal convo also talking Gamecock football as well. And again, thank you guys so much for the love, support, for making October a record-breaking month. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to doing it again in November. So again, till tomorrow, we'll do it again 12 to 1. Appreciate you all tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks so much.